Hello and welcome to MFAC Coaching. I am Megan, the coach here. This week we're doing a YouTube collab loop group hosted by Creatively Lisa Marie. Hi, Lisa Marie. And the theme is hobbies. I had a great time creating this spread you're about to see. It's all about stargazing. So let me know what you think and let me know what your favorite hobbies are. All right, let's get to it. Hey, today I am doing this hobbies video with two Happy Planner sticker books. One is Free Spirit, the other is Grounded Magic. The Free Spirit has clear stickers that are the astrology, there we go. I always have to say both. And then some other clear stickers that are that are stars and moons. And then this sticker, the Grounded Magic sticker, has these black stickers. And this one may actually be the only one I use. This is Let Your Soul and Spirit Fly. But then they also have these bigger stars that are really fun. And I want to do a blackout spread. Everything else is kind of floral. But I am someone who really likes to look up at the sky. And so stargazing is my hobby. And I wanted to make a spread for that in my hobbies tracker. So this is a planner that I use. I call it my important habits. Hobbies. I mean, doing my hobby as often as I can, which I have more than one hobby, but doing those hobbies is my goal. It's my the absolute plan. And I realized at one point that if I didn't have a planner for it, I wasn't gonna do it. I also decided to try and call exercise a habit, or more importantly, a hobby, so that it was something that I could stop beating myself up for maybe not doing, as frequently as I'm supposed to, which of course is every day, right? But let me show you last week, for instance. Here's last week's spread. I did use my planners for reading. I actually posted something on IG, which I was very proud of myself for. I did walk a lot with a heavy backpack. Then I got an ocular migraine, planning, reading, shopping. So what you will find is that there was no exercise, not one single exercise completed. And that's okay. That is okay. The week before, however, we got some street parking. Street parking is the app I use to find my workout. So I got that 3 days in a row. Then did some cleaning. I played with some Legos. So I did actually do some workouts and then did some walking around. I also did some other hobbies. And so I just track that every week. This one I just tracked workouts for a month. If you've been following my channel, you know I lost my mom in December. And so working out while trying to take care of her before she passed away, and then working out after when I was a little sad, and also traveling from Indiana to home, all that stuff was a little difficult. So I did create this spread while I was in Indiana, but didn't work out terribly often during that month, and that is okay. Then, you can see it. This is the start of December. That means this was Thanksgiving week. So this is my habits planner, also my hobbies planner. Habits, hobbies. I'm trying to essentially think of them as one and the same so that I'm more likely to enjoy them and do them. So I'm just having a lot of fun with this planner. So I pulled out a black piece of paper. I'm going to decorate that black piece of paper, and then I'm going to glue it into this with a cute little border. I want there to be the border because I think the border is just kind of pretty. And I could decorate the border, but I probably won't. I kind of let it be, but we'll see. But I decided it would be easier to decorate this piece of paper here and then put it in the planner than to try and glue it first. So that means I do need some space to write in this, so I can't just cover the whole thing as much as I might want to. I did also grab these Lottie Dottie pens. These are from Marshall's, obviously, but they will write on black paper. I had some fun testing them all out. So I have those so that I can draw some boxes, even, you know, in different colors. Most likely I'm going to grab one of these greens because, well, if you know me, I love teal, and this is kind of the closest to teal as I've got. All right. So now I've got to figure out just what I want to do, how I want to do it. I love that there's like the different names of the constellations and the astrology. I am a Sagittarius, so I want to put that one down. Not necessarily like center stage, but I just want to put it down first. And I want to grab this little tool. I find particularly clear stickers, having the tool to like push it down really helps limit the amount that you're going to see the outline of the clearness of the sticker. Oh no, the little Sagittarius doesn't come up. I don't like that so much. I was really hoping it's all right. Obviously I could cut it out if I really wanted to, but that seems like a lot of work. So I don't think I'm going to do that. Not because it's not like, I mean, I'm willing to work to put stuff in my planner. I just don't care that much. For me, it's really more about having constellations in the sky because that's what I'm always looking for. I'm usually looking more for things like the Big Dipper, which is why I went for this one. This is Virgo. The like middle of these things is cut, but it's not coming up like that. There we go. So I'd love to know not just what your hobbies are, but how you make sure that you make time to do your hobbies. I think, you know, one of the reasons why I love planning is because it's like a built-in necessity. Like I need to be planning all the different areas of my life so I get everything done. And what better way to do that? Well, what better way to make sure that I actually do the planning than to make the planning fun, right? And so that's really why I do this decorating, is because it really helps me ensure that I do all the planning that needs to be done. And that is just, so then because of that, I do ensure that I make time to plan, because I gotta make time. Well, I should say I make time to decorate, because if I don't decorate, then I don't plan. If I don't plan, I feel really stressed. If I feel really stressed, things don't really go as well. You can see how that works and why I might want to, you know, try to ensure some a bit more. You know, you try to ensure that you get the planning done, and in so doing, I don't know about that one yet. I've decided I don't know. But yeah, in so doing, then I get to do my hobbies. So my hobby and that like need are connected in this very beautiful way. So I'd love to know what you do to ensure that you have time for your hobbies. I am really having so much fun with this. It's like so simple, just like creating the night sky with stars, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. Who knew, my friends? Who knew? So I'd also love to know if you made any like New Year's resolutions that have to do with your hobbies. Are there new things you're wanting to try? Yeah, let me know. I'm trying to think. I mean, right now, like because so much of what I need to do is focused on moving to Germany. I have not thought too much about like new hobbies. I figure I'm worried more about just like how to get this hobby to another country. Because I got to get everything moved. Oh, so fun. Now I'm trying to decide. Let's see. I don't want to use anything else but like this kind of gold color. I think I might want to cut one. I want one from up here, but I don't want it to be... I may need to clean my scissors a little. Don't want it to be so big. I don't want a pointy edge. There we go. And then do I need like a small, let's pull a small section of these. So obviously I track, well, I don't have like specific, well, I do. I have hobbies that I track. So I will track when I play with Legos. I got some Lego sets for Christmas. Now, obviously, once those sets are done, I either need to buy more sets because you can never have too many Legos, or I will just more likely stop talking or stop counting, you know, counting when I play with the Legos. I like to track my reading. I track reading in like so many places. I have a whole other tracker that's like specific to writing down when I finish books. I've finished, maybe 16 books already. I do a lot of audiobook listening, but then I'm also reading, like physically reading quite a few books. I do that. I read like quite a few books at a time. All right. Oh, I love it. It's so fun. Okay. So now I have this like Let Your Soul and Spirit Fly, which I really love, but it's like in gold, and these are all more of a rose gold. So I'm like kind of freaking out about whether or not I really want to add that. And then I'm trying to figure out what color I want to make my boxes in. And right now, because these are more of a rose gold, like this color is falling out to me. Oh, maybe this one. All right, so I need 7 boxes. Now they don't have to be very big because I just kind of state in them like what I did that day. But how do I want to outline 7 boxes? Let's put one here. Okay. We'll end up putting the date up here. So today's the 26th, I believe. So put that right there. It is fun because like as it dries, it like gets a little brighter. All right, so put one there for sure. I think I want one up here. And this one I want dots in the frame. Don't know why. Just seemed like fun. Little doodly. I don't really want one straight in the middle, even though like it is spacing wise, it's like screaming out for me to do that. Let's see. So I think there's going to end up being 4 boxes here. Let's put one here. And it's okay if they're different sizes, if there's different things about them. I'm totally okay with that. This one's going to be more like a frame. Little cube. Then maybe we'll do one like a long, maybe we'll do one long one this way. Change up the framing a little. It's just fun to do different things. I don't know, I just felt very like I needed something else, so I went with it. And then we just need 2 more boxes on this side. Trying to decide if I want another long one like this. This one I think maybe I want more square for fun. This one was already a little uneven in some ways, like the square was. So I felt like adding some intrigue to the border would, I don't know, just make that somehow seem better. You can let me know if you agree or not. All right, and then one more here. All right. Something on the back side of that. I don't know. Okay. Let's see if anything else needs. No, I think that's fine. There's part of me that, well, actually, let's do some stars. This one was just seeming too simple or something. Maybe just stars there. Okay. So cute. So there's no real space for that one, so that sticker is not gonna happen. Now I need to decide if I want to do any other stars or like constellations down here. Let's see what might fit. There we go. This is like just so much fun. I highly, highly suggest creating a page of some sort, a spread related to your hobbies. Because, you know, if I could look up at the sky and see this every night, that would be so fantastic. Now I have to say, I don't know the astrology constellations as well as I do the, like, actually I don't really know, well, just more traditional constellations, the Big Dipper, Orion's Belt, or just Orion in general. Orion is amazingly easy to see in California, and I love that. I'm trying to see if there's any other place I should maybe put some stars. I've ended up with a funny little star piece here. All right, let's cut this ever so slightly differently. Come little sticky fingers over here. There we go. Just want to clear off the edges. And then do I want to put like a moon? Because if you put a moon in an area where there aren't as many stars, that will actually make some sense, because oftentimes the light of the moon does make it a little harder to see stars. So I think it'll be really fun if I put the moon down here. I don't know, maybe. You really want it shine to be like up there, but then it doesn't fit as well. The struggle's real, my friends. All right. Okay. And I figure if I want, I can always add more stars with the pen as need be. Let's finish dating this. This will be January 27th. 28th. 29th. 30th. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this has to be January 31st. And I cannot believe it. We are already putting February down. That is just crazy. All right, one last step, of course. Got to glue it in to the book. So I'm going to pull out my really super fancy Elmer's glue. And if you missed my sarcasm, I know it's not super fancy, but that's okay. It works very well, I have found. And so as we're nearing the end of this video, if you like some of the things that I talk about here in terms of having a planner for your hobbies, in terms of thinking about planning as both a hobby and something that helps you do the things you were going to have to do anyway. If you want to talk more about that, think more about how to do that more in your life, I encourage you to join my Patreon group. It's MFAT Coaching on Patreon. For the month of January, we are talking about planning, honestly. And today I talked about, well, today's Monday. So on Monday, I talked about the tortoise and the hare. And I rewrote that story for planners. Because the way it was originally written did not work well for me as a planner. I am not I want to be someone who does a small amount every day, but as you can tell, I'm not good at doing any one thing every single day. That is just not my forte. I am, I can keep things in mind for like a month, or, like I'm much better if I do something like Mondays are the day I record videos, for instance, as that's what I am doing today. And Tuesdays are the day that I edit said videos. I'm much better at like kind of batching or grouping things together in that sense than I am telling myself I'll just do one small thing every day. So that was something I talked about in my Patreon group today. And we'd love to see you there. And as we grow, we'll do more and more things together. But there we go. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Thank you so much, Creatively Lisa Marie, for putting together this topic. This was truly a blast. Thank you for watching, everyone. Don't forget to watch the next video and have a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye.